Hi guys, Andy from Crypto Dealers here, and today I want to talk about why investing in Bitcoin will not make you rich. Yeah, you heard it right, it will not make you rich. And stick with me until the end, then you will understand why, okay? So first of all, we have to define these two terms, yeah? Investing is, let's say, short-term investing. I mean, there's no general fixed rule, but short-term investing would be below 3 years, mid-term investing 3 to 10 years, and long-term investing would be above 10 years. Yeah. So let's say we are talking now about mid-term investing. Let's pick a time horizon of, let's say, 6 years. Yeah. And the other definition is, when is someone rich? Yeah. I mean, there's no fixed definition that you can just Google and it will say if you have $1 million, you're rich, or if you have $10 million, you are rich. Basically, it's up to you. What would you define as rich? Okay, so for this example, let's say a person is rich who has $10 million or above. Okay, so let's say then you had the idea to invest 6 years ago. That means we are talking now with Bitcoin. 6 years ago was 2017. Yeah, and let's say you had the idea around which time? Let's say, okay. Let's say you had the idea at the beginning of 2017, okay? So it was around $1,000. The price of Bitcoin was around $1,000, okay? In January, as you can see here, in the $1,000 price range, yeah? And then, okay, now we have to say or define how much money do you have at this point. Let's say you had $10,000 to make it easy, okay? So $10,000 at the beginning of 2017, and then we had a huge pump to the upside here, yeah? And as you can see in January 18, that means after 1 year, the price was around $16,000. Okay, that means your $10,000 investment would have been $160,000. The question right now is, okay, this took you 1 year. Okay, so you say after 1 year you had $160,000. Let's say because you have a long-term vision, because you believe in Bitcoin. What happened 1 year later? So we go to January 19. Okay, January 19, as you can see here, the price was around $3,800. That means, so 1 year ago you had $160,000, and then suddenly you just have $38,000. Yeah. So then we go to let's say 1 year later, January 20, and January 20 your investment was around $80,000. So again, a bit more. The question right now is, yeah, the term investing means that you don't sell it. I mean, because you have a long-term vision and you believe in it. So then if you continue, you will see that we had a huge pump to the upside here. Yeah? It could also be, for example, that you just have a short-term horizon. So invested, let's say 3 years ago, and let's say it was in January 20 at around $8,000. Okay, and then 1 year later, yeah, you had a huge pump up here. As you can see here, Bitcoin had a price of around, let's say in January, around $30,000. Yeah, but 1 year later, in January, let's say you would have invested in January 21. Then January 22, it's a not significant price increase. Let's say from here, from January, let's pick this here, until January 22, yeah. As you can see here, it's just about 20%, yeah. And then it gets even worse, so to say, because if you would have invested in January 22, let's say at around $40,000, 1 year later, yeah, what happened? January 23, it was around, yeah, let's say around 20,000. So you would have lost money. The question right now is, how do all these people get rich with crypto or with investing in Bitcoin? It's not with investing, it's with trading, guys. And so let me tell you, if you want to trade, if you use the links down in the description, you will always get the highest available bonuses. Yeah. And if you don't know how to trade, check out cryptodealers.com. All you need to become a professional trader, you will find it here. Okay. So let me show you the key to success is, yeah, trading. Why? Because first of all, let's say you started with your $10,000 investment. If you would have started trading on a leverage exchange, let's say you just use a 10x leverage, that means you would have started, instead of a $10,000 investment, you would have opened a position with 10x leverage that would be worth $100,000. Okay, so, and let's say the price increases, then it doubles, then you would suddenly have instead of $100,000, $200,000, but basically you just started with 10,000 and you used leverage. Yeah, and the basic skills you have to learn technical analysis. Yeah, you have to know how to read charts. That means that you can also make then money if the price goes down. Because if you invested, let's say you started to invest around here, and then down here you lost money. But if you trade it and you understand how the charts work and how indicators work, then you could have entered a short position and you would have made a lot of money on this downtrend here. Yeah. So then let's switch to the smaller time frames, to the 4-hourly time frame, for example. Let's zoom in here. As you can see here, the market, the market never goes up like straight up or straight down. It always goes up in patterns and down in patterns, and it forms sideways channels and all of this. And once you understand how to trade the patterns that the market shows you, yeah, then you can really make a lot of money. But the key to make a lot of money with crypto is not investing, because you can also lose a lot of money. Because if you would have invested here when we had the top, yeah, at around, let's say you would have invested around $60,000, yeah, and then suddenly the price went down to $30,000 or even $20,000, yeah, then you would have lost a lot of money. I mean, at this point, we don't know. Maybe, let's say, in 1 year, or we don't know, in 6 months, or maybe in 5 years, it will go back up to 60,000, but we don't know when it's going to happen. But let's say you would have invested here, and then you have to wait to break even for 5 years or 3 years. I mean, that's not really good. That's not a good investment, yeah. Because basically you invest your money in any asset, let's say gold, Bitcoin, or whatever, and with the expectation or the hope to get more money back, yeah, and not to have less than. So you really have to understand how the markets work, how to read chart patterns, and then trade accordingly to this, yeah. So the key, let me show you an example here. This was, for example, what happened the last, this is on the 4-hourly time frame. This pattern broke, it started January, and this broke out, yeah. This broke out, and let's say you would have had just a $100,000 position here, a short position here, and it went down almost 10%. You would have a profit with a $100,000 position of $10,000, yeah, and your initial investment was, let's say, just $10,000, but you would have already doubled your initial investment, yeah. So this is the key to success. If you want to really make a lot of money in crypto, you have to use a leverage exchange and trade. Investing will not make you rich. The key to success and to become really successful and make a lot of money is by trading with leverage. That's the key to success, guys. Yeah. So this is why investing in Bitcoin will not make you rich, but trading will. Yeah. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments, and see you.